Hi guys, right, following on from the last video I did with about the gesso papers, I'm doing another one, but this is using up all my old bits of napkin. So I've got lots of bits of napkin here, look, that I was using, and I don't know what to do with them, so didn't want to throw them away, so I thought I'd just do like a collage napkin papers, like this one here and this one. I've just stuck them down randomly, and then what I've done, I use my Sizzix machine, and I've got some little butterfly dies, so I've cut out some butterflies. So I thought that would be a really good idea, just to use up all your odd bits and pieces and making some lovely embellishments. So I thought I'd just give you a quick flip through of what I did. So I've got all my bits and pieces here. So we've all got lots of napkins that we use, and we've got leftover bits. Look at that one, that's lovely, that I just don't know what to do with. So I thought I'd just stick them all down on a piece of paper like this. Doesn't matter what you've got. Let me try and get some purpley bits together. Let's have a look. Got a little bit of script one there, which I like, and these ones. Okay, so let's start. Let's just stick. This is quite nice. This is I'm not sure, it's not paper, but it is paper, but it's a different type. I don't know what it's really. It's like almost like fabric, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to just lay some of these down on here like this. Doesn't matter how they go, just rip them up like that. And then we've got some little bits here with greenery on it, so these can all go down. So right, let's start sticking. Right, don't need that. This is, I've got another brush like this. This is for doing the gesso, and I found this one. This is one of my old, it's just like an old paintbrush. It's got 20 on there, so I presume that's the size. And I found it's brilliant for my gesso, because it gives you a more of a painting effect. Just what I mean, the smaller the brush, the harder it is to use. But I think that size is really good, and I found it really nice to gesso with, because my other one is really worn out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just stick these down with some glue stick, as I always use. So I'm not sure, I think this is lovely because this has got gold in it. So if we just stick them down onto here, oopsie daisy, like so. You could probably use bits of paper as well on top of this, but I thought I'm using 120 gram paper, which I've actually tea stained a little bit, so it's not white, just for the background, so you can see through a little bit, so it's not white. I want to try and use the napkins that are got lots of sort of like pattern on them, because if you use the white one, or the ones which don't have too much pattern on, you want to sort of like put something on the top of it, if that makes sense, because if you're going to die cut things, you'll end up with it's sort of like something with it which is quite plain. So let's just stick these bits down. A little bit of green can go along here. It doesn't really matter where you stick them, so it's quite fun. Just go around sticking them on here, random, like so. What else have we got in here? I've got a bit of a bird cage. That's too nice to use actually, because that's not really a scrap piece. What's this? A couple of little cherubs. We could use this on here. So I mean, like if you use a plain bit like that and you stick it on, you don't want to, oopsie daisy, you don't want that, because you need to cut like a butterfly out, and you'll end up with just like a plain piece. Let's stick this down here. These are lovely. These would be nice to make tags out of as well. Make some nice tags with different bits and pieces on there. Okay, what else have we got? Got this piece here. I can't remember what I used this for now, because obviously I used it for something. Should we stick that on there? Go. So yeah, it really is. It's just sort of collaging, isn't it? Oh, let's have a little bit of script on here. Put that piece on here. Oops. Oops. Lots of glue and lots of sticking. Let's do it that way, I think. A few little red roses on here. Put that down there. Probably go a little bit further and sort of like do a mixed media on here as well, sort of add all other bits and pieces that you've got. Some stenciling. I might have a go at that at some point. Oopsie daisy. But I haven't done mixed media for a long time, so that should be fun to do. Look, this lovely purple one here. Beautiful butterflies. Go. Looks quite nice, doesn't it? Let's have a little. What shall we have? Another red bit over this side. So cover this little bit up here. Go. Stick it down. Don't worry if it's not stuck down completely, because we're going to go over it with some gesso, and the gesso will sort of stick it down as well. Need a little bit just to go over this bit here. Like that. Oopsie daisy. Let me see if I've got another bit of script. I don't think I do. But then I could use a piece of this, couldn't I? I just wanted to put that up there like that. There we go. Perfect. Or maybe a little bit down here. Which we have a little bit of a butterfly. A little bit of a hole there. So let's put a butterfly down there, look. Oopsie daisy. There we go. It's nice and randomly stuck down. And we need to just, I'm just going to give it a quick blast with my heat gun. It's sticky. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit drier. Let me just cut the edges off to neaten it up a little bit. This would make lovely envelopes as well. Little random bits on there. Okay, let's get rid of all the little bits and pieces. And use those as well again. Pop them in a big pile over there. a nice mess that you can't see. Okay, so I'm going to use a bit of the gesso now. So this is, I've just popped mine into this little jar. Oops, sticky. Okay, so just pop a little bit onto the table, same as we did in the other one, on the actual papers. And you just rub it over very, very gently, and you can see this big brush is brilliant. It covers a lot of ground as well at the same time. Pop a little bit more on. I hope I'm in view there. Yes, I think so. So these would actually make really nice pages for your journals as well. I've got so many napkins that I think I will probably make up lots of these sheets to make different things with. Maybe I'll give another, next one I'll do a tutorial on some of them that I make. Come up with some ideas. It doesn't look nice, it looks really, really nice. Great way for using up all your napkins. There we go. A little bit more down there. Perfect. I think that's come out really, really nice. So you can let that dry and then you can go over it again. Let me just give it a quick blast with my heat tool again. Perfect. So once that's dry, if you take another bit of the gesso on the top, it picks up all the other little lumpy bumpy bits. You can't really see, but if you get a close-up of it, I'll do a close-up picture at the end of the video. You can actually see. I like it, like I said before, I like the texture of it, but some of you don't, and you sort of tend to sand it down. But I like to be able to feel the texture on it. I think it's really, really nice. Gives it just another element to your pages. And there we go, guys. So I think that looks really nice. And then again, you can use it as, if you folded it in half, as a really lovely, even a cover for a journal, or a couple of pages, or some embellishments. So let me get the other two that I did. This is the greeny one again, and then this is the orange one. I used this up. These are the orange bits, the napkins that I used in my what's it called, the ring binder journal. So I might use that page as one of the pages, because I've got to make a couple more of those journals for orders. So I quite like that, so that would look lovely on the page. So there we go, guys, another quick one just to use up all your little bits and pieces. I've got a couple of ideas that I would like to use these for, embellishment wise, so I will be back with another video to show you what I do. Alright guys, have a lovely afternoon and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!